Hey guys, I'm coming to you from my Comic Command Center just outside of Kansas City, Missouri, where this video is going to be a mixture because I didn't do one last week. I was under the weather and had a lot of stuff going on. So I've got last week, I had a Comic Con this past weekend that I did, and then this week. So I'm going to split this into two parts. So we're going to do a two-part video. So let's get started. The dogs are all, well, a couple of them are hanging out. There's a couple. One's on the couch. We've been actually rearranging the command center as well as some other parts of the house. But anyway, here we go. So we picked up last week Heavy Metal Elements Darkwing. This is part one. This is magazine format there. Artwork in it was pretty good. The storyline was pretty decent in there. It's just a quick glance. Kind of magazine shaped. We also grabbed Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Batman Hush. Apparently Flashpoint is going to be the next one, and so I'm really interested in getting that. Deceased Dead Planet, the Wonder Woman cover right there. And then also we went with the Zombie Swamp Thing. Batman 102 came out last week. There's one cover. And then, of course, the regular cover, because you guys know we pick up both. Also, this has become one of those, guilty pleasure books. Spy Island, a Bermuda Triangle mystery from Dark Horse Comics. Great little cover. On the back of it's got the cool little ad in there. Very good. We also picked up issue 4 of the Alien original screenplay. That's been really good. This one, unfortunately, is a little beat up. I'm going to have to press it out. But the Sumerian, People of the Black Circle, this was a Batman Dark Knight Returns homage cover that I'd been wanting. So this book actually came out a few weeks ago. My local shop finally got one in for me. We also got the Sumerian People of the Black Circle number 3. So this was 2. This is 3, and it's a homage to the Hulk King Size Annual, if you're familiar with that. And we also picked up the Avengers number 57, the facsimile, Behold Vision. So again, if you can never afford, I almost bought this book a few years ago and would have dropped several $100s on it, but just couldn't. But thanks to these facsimiles, I now have a copy, and I'm overly happy about that. We also got Batman Beyond 48. So we see Batman, Booster, Beyond, and the Legion flight ring right there. So that's been pretty good. At the little Comic Con we went to, we picked up a handful of books, including, get those in order, the Showdown of the Century from the 1990s. We got DC versus Marvel. Boys, the dogs, they're doing their thing. We got 1, 2, there's 3, and finally 4. So this is one of those things that we've, I remember, and for just some reason, I just never picked it up back then, and been wanting it, so we grabbed it. We also grabbed War of the Gods number 1, first issue, DC. Kind of cool. We also grabbed Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams, Green Lantern, Green Arrow number 5. This was a reprint of the classic drug issue. So I've got the original, I've got the Millennium Edition, I have this edition, and I have now the facsimile. So, I guess you could say I really like the book. We also got Action Comics Weekly number 627 from 1988, by the way. This has got a Nightwing storyline in it. And we get to see Nightwing in the Disco Inferno costume. For $1, I couldn't pass it up. Also, This was probably one of the coolest things I found. I think this was a 50-cent book. Suddenly 50 Years. 50 Who Made DC Great. And as we flip through it, we find, like, it's 50 people. And, you know, George Reeves. Let's see, Wayne Boring, Kurt Swan, World Color Press, you know, Adam West, Burt Ward, you know, and it gives their contributions to, you know, Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil, but it gives their contributions to DC Comics. And, you know, I just thought this was such a unique little thing. Just 50. There's, you know, it was $2.95 when it came out. 50 cents for it. Not too bad. We also grabbed Atari Force by Conway and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, #1. This is actually the volume 2. I didn't realize that when I grabbed it. So, never read Atari Force, but, you know, for $1, it was well worth getting. Okay. One last book I'm going to show you guys, and then we'll shut it down, and you know, we'll do a second video for some other stuff. Wizard #1/2, J. Michael Straczynski's Midnight Nation. This is part of Joe's Comics, which is a subgroup of Top Cow. There, it's got the little wizard thing. Even has a COA to say, hey, you could only get this through Wizard. So I figured, again, 50 cents. Couldn't pass it up. So anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully you'll tune in to the second video that's going to come up shortly. As always, we appreciate you watching. Be excellent to each other. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks, guys.